Welcome everyone to the countdown powered by Inside Lacrosse. This is Deemer Class, and today semifinal number 2, the Annapolis Hawks versus Mad Dog Black. We just came off the first semifinal matchup where Hilltop was fantastic from start to finish, defeating Mad Dog Gold 10-4, and now we'll see who will await in the finals of the countdown. First face-off comes here, and it's been a great day so far here at the countdown. 2 fields, an elite boutique event. Great ground ball off the face-off from Brady Berg, escapes pressure. Now Mad Dog looks to clear. Right up here, Carter Robichaud, a really athletic, wiry athlete out of Colorado. JT Cross back at X, one of the top prospects in the 2027 class. And Mad Dog gets their guys on the field. Here's Wyatt Branish. This Mad Dog Black team has been one of the most competitive in the country. Tons of athletes, talent all over the field. Nice hitch here by Robichaud, gets top side off the weave. Big time save. Chase Krukiel out of Severn, the lefty, stopping a nice offensive opportunity for Mad Dog Black. Giving us a little pairs look here. Here's Cross, a little right to left. Gives me a lot of Pat Spencer vibes when he plays. Nice look inside, good handle. Nice crease collapse there by the Hawks, and they'll look to push. There's Jackson Hines out of Spalding. Gets it right up, and the Hawks will eye down their first offensive opportunity of the game. We're playing NCAA rules here. And it looks to be a lightning delay, folks, so stay tuned. Horns going off here, and unfortunately right at the start of game time. Stay tuned for what's next, but looking to be probably a 20 to 30 minute break here. And welcome back here to the countdown. We are back. Sorry for the technical difficulties here. We're in semifinal number 2, Mad Dog versus Annapolis Hawks. We got a 2-1 ball game right now. Great save. Chase Crucial, the Severn lefty. Nice kick save. That one's going to the Hawks. This has been a great battle so far. To the top 27 teams in the country. The winner gets the pleasure and honor of playing Hilltop in the Countdown Finals. Was fortunate to be a part of this event last year. An extremely boutique recruiting experience. Coaches are lined up on the sidelines, sticking out the weather delay, which just speaks to the talent and quality of this event. Here's the Hawks dodging out of the alley. Nick Todd. Nice one more pass. Good ball movement here from the Hawks. A little backhand attempt. Goes wide. Hustle plays. Who's diving for it? Hawks wins the run out. I actually think, yeah, it's going to stay with the Hawks here. Connor Gale, attackman out of St. Mary's, gets it up to James Brimhall here. Big-time lefty. Offensive prospect for the Hawks. Here's over to Todd. Nice hesitation moves, good defense. That's Griffin Hamner out of Highland Park for Mad Dog Black. Good on-ball D from the short stick. Little toe drag, stick to the middle. Beautiful save, Cody Philpott. Love Cody's game. Had the pleasure of watching him a couple weeks ago. And Hawks rides it back here. Miles Goger possesses. Here comes Ryan Vizcarrando out of St. Paul's School. Nick Todd's been having a great summer so far, drawing a lot of interest from college recruiters. Lefty split dodger, uses his speed. Here he is to his right, comes back to his left here on the switch. Really nice defense stepping up there from Brady Berg, the short stick. Brother Jack headed to Drexel 2025. Brady's a tough short stick / two-way type of guy. Physical, throws great checks. Here's Brimhall working up to the island on Hamner. Nice D, swings it up. Here comes Goger, the righty. Gets underneath. The fake and the finish. Excited to check out the replay on this one here from Goger. See here, watch how he gets underneath. Little fake, the poise. Finishing at the top of the crease, increasing his angle. Subtle plays like that are huge. And here the Hawks off the draw. They're up 3-1 now. Hits the point, little hitch. And a hammer from Bo Hoffman. I believe off the feed from Kobe Cantor. Wins it forward. Quick exit. Here's Cantor coming down the field. Hits the point, little step around. And then Hoffman finishes the job. Nice little overhand, near side bouncer. 4-1 Hawks. Haven't seen a ton of Mad Dog possession since the weather delay. Getting some of these is going to be huge. There's none other than James Riches. Love this kid's game, the physicality, the speed, the two-way ability. He possesses here in the alley. 51 seconds left in the quarter. 4-1 Hawks. This is a big possession here for Mad Dog to close the gap. Jake Beck initiates, throws back here. Harrison Brown, the Texas product. The lefty swings it over. Here's Beck again. Just under 30. The lefty low to high off the throwback, goes wide. I believe that's Riley Woods, sporting number 72 today. Brody Bowen swings it up top. There's Brown from deep. Hawks are going to run it out, and that'll close us out for the first quarter. Managing the storms, managing some technical difficulties, but you're in good hands here with Varsity Productions. We're heading into quarter number 2. Hawks 4, Mad Dog 1.
He's got room to go. Merrill towards the end zone. Lost his lid. Touchdown!
JJ Damo, face on, stay on athlete. Controlling the face-off. That's 3 in a row now.
We're back here for quarter number 2. Hawks, Mad Dog Black, 4-1 Hawks. Hawks have really seen the dominate possession here in that first quarter. And there's another exit. It's Cantor again. Gets off the shot, bounces high, Hawks back it up. And now they'll possess, get their subs on the field. Sub on that offensive talent out of Annapolis. Majority of the Hawks, Severn, St. Mary's, Spalding, some Baltimore sprinkled in, some St. John's, some DC products. Jack Lutz initiates, rolls back here, puts pressure on the D, good crease collapse. Beautiful job there by the Mad Dog defense, hedging, helping, and now they're going the other way. Noah Pacheco is pushing the break, the pole, he's got trailers. Cross runs it out. Nice transition opportunity by Pacheco, displaying his athleticism, ability to get up and down. Now Mad Dog will possess here. Got Brody Bowen out of Santa Margarita Catholic in Orange County, California. Here's Branish. Christian Fox, the Jersey Shore midfielder. Gets it over to Woods, the Culver product, the Culver Canadian lefty. There's Fox, pushes it through X. Here's Cross, playing a little, big little game. Nice skip pass. Branish moves it one more across the top. Here's Robichaud, sets up a hitch opportunity. Doesn't like it, kicks it back to Branish on the short stick matchup on the wing. Loses his footing a little bit. Physical D, but gets him high. Refs have a flag down here. That was Micah Morozov, Calvert Hall short stick. Getting a lot of buzz. Obviously, the physicality is stuff that you like to see out of that position, but just a little too much there. 30-second penalty here. Mad Dog's on the man up. Little throwback. Bowen one more to cross. Low to low, goes wide. Branish runs it out. This is really talented Mad Dog offense here between Cross, Riley Woods, two of the top prospects in the class. Sprinkling Brown, Branish, Bowen, Robichaud. Really nice unit here, as well as some of the other guys we've already mentioned. Nice hesitation move, gets underneath. Unlucky off the crossbar and a double. Amazing save there. Krukiel, the rebound off the crossbar goes right back to him and then gets that stop. Now Hawks, Grant Stevenson projects probably more as a short stick. Here's Zach Gutierrez at a Crofton High. Here's Vizcarrando, the lefty, takes the alley, throws back. Nice rotation, good wheel by Pacheco. Pushes the Hawks outside of the box, and now Brimhall on Berg. Nice double two-handed wrap check. Here's Berg showing off that physicality. This is a big-time battle. And Brimhall will be through the crease, and that's going the other way. Nice defense there by Berg. Standing up, one of the top offensive prospects in the class. Good battle. These are the type of battles and matchups that you come to see at the countdown. Philpott looks to clear. Throws it back to Sullivan. Moves it up to Brown. Brown's been active early and often initiating. Here's Fox. Like what we've seen out of the Hawks short stick rope unit so far. Really smart rotations. Here's Woods, hitches top side, drops the hands, tries to send it to the top shelf, just a little high here. Here's Cross off the end line. They're sending Fox back for the big little. Nice little wind up and change of speed. Really nice defense there by the Hawks. Holding Mad Dog so far to 1 goal halfway through the second quarter. I think their physicality on ball, along with their connectedness off the ball, has allowed them to limit quality opportunities. But nice ride there by Mad Dog, forces an errant pass. Here's Beck coming off the sideline. No advantage here. Looks inside, and another huge finish. Krukiel's having a day. Unofficially, at least his 4th save of the game. And that's been a difference maker so far. The lefty fills up the cage, good quick hands, seeing the ball well. Here's Brown on the Calvert Hall short stick, trying to get back underneath. Nice recovery there. Woods will take it. Good double. And that possession there, let's see if they can clear it before I throw too many compliments. But that possession there from Micah Morozov is just one of the reasons why, if he's getting some buzz, that coaches are going to continue to follow him. Really nice on-ball D, recovers well, crashes well on the double team, and they're pushing it the other way. And I think that's going to be another weather delay, folks, so hang in there with us.
I'm pretty sure that's a delay. Is that a delay? I think that's a delay. Well, why would it be all clear again? I'll just wait for it to. You just tell it.
And we're back. Nick Todd, the lefty. Here's another nice matchup. We'd like to see Berg on top. Nice double there. Pacheco, he's been active. He's been a force so far. Let's see if they can possess on the clear. Hamner will push, gets it up. Here's Van Wyk. Throws back to Berg, can't connect, so they'll look to possess here. A little unsettled opportunity here. It's not safe. Lincoln Fox is chasing down Max Baker. Baker, the Culver product. Now it's going back to Mad Dog. Here's Bowen, throws it up. Key possession here for Mad Dog. Between a couple nice saves and a crossbar, haven't been able to thwart this Hawks defense too much in the last few possessions, but here's Brown, throws it to X. Here's Cross showing off the athleticism. Nice recovery there. It's a really good battle here. Shot goes wide. Don't think that's Grayson Boone on the on-ball defense, but number 11 for the Hawks there, doing a fantastic job getting the gloves across. Here's Gutierrez. Gets it over to Flanagan. Here's Vizcarrondo again, the lefty. The St. Paul's product. Dad actually played at Loyola College. Little Nations opportunity there. Pass down, pick down, swings it up and over. Here's Brimhall on the wing. Back through X. And here's Vizcarrondo now from X here. Good job by Pacheco navigating the pick. Good pick there by Brimhall, but nice recovery there. John Paik, Rumson Fairhaven product, disrupts the shot. Here's Brimhall on Pacheco. Good pick. Look inside. Looked like a little BTB or backhand there, but shot goes wide. Danny Sullivan with a nice poke check, and they're all over it. Berg, Sullivan. And they save it. Hits Pacheco. Now they're up and out. John Paik is pushing. Gets it over to Beck. They'll settle here. They might have an advantage. 5-on-5. Now 6-on-6. Here's Fox. Again, we've talked about Morozov's impact at the short stick position. Mad Dog needs to continue to test these shorties. Here's Robichaud, the athletic righty. He'll take it below goal line. Little fly-by look. Good switch on the D. Nothing doing here. Here's Fox down the alley. Can he get under and score? Nice save there. That's Krukio again. Give him 5 on the day. Shot goes wide. And that's the half. Really nice job by the Mad Dog, by the Hawks defense there to hold Mad Dog. 4-1 going into half number 2. And stay tuned for a second half brought to you by Terry Foy of Inside Lacrosse.
When it comes to live streaming, Varsity Media does it all. Athletic events, concerts, musicals, graduations, even weddings. Trust Varsity Media when it comes to your live stream event. Contact us today to learn more about Varsity Media's live streaming services at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Hey parents, Varsity Media is now offering ISO video of just your athlete. Why settle for the wide angle that shows every player on the field? With our ISO video, your athlete is front and center the entire game. This footage will help in creating highlight videos for college coaches to better pinpoint your athlete's play on the field. Watching our video will help your athlete improve progressively throughout the season and may lead to a college scholarship. Varsity Media is now booking ISO videos for the fall, but spots are limited. Contact us today for football, soccer, field hockey, and volleyball by calling 516-403-2050 or emailing ben@varsitymedia.net.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is 75,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang.
Welcome back to the Countdown. I am Terry Foy. It is the second half. We are underway. Field 1 at Blandair Park in Columbia, Maryland. Mad Dog with possession, trailing 4-1 to Annapolis Hawks. Want to thank Deemer Class for getting us to this point and then turning the chair over to me. He is a really high bar to clear with respect to the quality of his analysis, so hopefully I can live up to the expectations. And there it is, Harrison Brown, midfielder from Highland Park, with a really nice isolation dodge, right to left split. Lefty coming down the alley. He pings the top right corner to cut the Hawks' lead to 2 with less than 10 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Coming out of the half with a little bit of urgency, Jesse Denigri wins the second faceoff for Mad Dog. Immediately turns into a transition opportunity for Jake Beck, but nice save there from Gavin McCormick. Sets Hawks up for the clear in their first possession of the third quarter. Change possession here, as we'll see Graham Van Wyck restart the action. Semifinals here of the 2027 division of this 2025 countdown. Hawks advanced to the semis by virtue of a 10-4 win over Next Level. Mad Dog 13-2 winners over 3D Georgia. The winner advanced to play Hilltop, who topped Mad Dog Gold 10-4 in the other semifinal. And that title game is here to follow. We had a weather delay that threw off the schedule a little bit, but at this point we're targeting about a 5 p.m. start for this 2027 Division Championship game. JT Cross with a nice inside roll, loses possession once he gets inside, but a nice ride here by Mad Dog. Picked up there by Riley Woods. His shot was deflected. And Hawks with another opportunity to clear. Jackson Hines with the ball near side. Moved it ahead to Hugh Mack, who lays it off for Jack Lutz. Hawks still looking for their first sustained possession 4 minutes into this third quarter. They've lost 2 faceoffs and failed to clear. That's Nick Todd going to work on the short stick matchup. Pulls it back out up top. Splits to his left. Down the lefty alley. Shot on the run. Not good enough to beat Bodie Harmon, who immediately triggers transition going the other way with Van Wyck. Max Baker keeping stride with him, and Riley Woods cuts the deficit to 1 with an excellent lefty step down. That is what he is known for, and that is why he is considered one of the most deadly finishers in the class of 27. Really easy layoff there from Van Wyck once he sees defender Steele Malkin take a step toward the middle, and Woods doesn't need to be told twice that he's got the opportunity to take that shot. Steps into it, sneaks it underneath the crossbar to make this 4-3 with 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Really nice face-off win there by Kobe Cantor. St. John's College High School product. Wins it forward to himself. Not a transition opportunity, but gets the ball to Connor Gale. He's going to let his subs get on. Mack carrying on the far side. Up top to Ryan Viscarando. Near to Zach Gutierrez. Gutierrez down the righty alley, rolls back. Finds James Brimhall up top. Brimhall isolated on the shorty. Surveying the middle of the field. Finds the short side pass to Miles Goger, whose shot goes high. Mad Dog defense has an opportunity to reset. As the rain starts to fall a little bit more here at Blandair Park. Nice job getting topside there by Gale. His shot goes a little flat, but the rebound is corralled by Mack. Mack comes back to Brimhall. Brimhall works lefty topside, tries to feed middle, ball goes too high. Harmon collects. Now under pressure from Gale. Ball worked ahead to Christian Fox, who carries into the offensive zone. Fox ready to lay off for Carter Robichaud. He'll be joined by James Riches. Riches looking to go to work on Micah Morozov. Splits to his left, down the lefty alley, gets a lot of space, back to his right, and there it is. The tying goal with 3:55 to go in the third quarter. Unfortunate for goalie Chase Krukiel as it bounces off of his stick and in. Riches, a nice job taking advantage of the space. Not sure if that was a defensive miscommunication or a really well-timed cut that created that hole for Riches to flip back to his right, reset his hips, and he found the corner stick side high. Mad Dog with its third of 4 faceoff wins so far in this quarter. Brady Berg looks to get it going, lays it off for Harrison Brown. Brown with the first goal of this quarter, which started this 3-goal run for Mad Dog. Wyatt Branish on with Robichaud to round out the midfield line. Cross operating at X, guarded by Hines. Brown inverting. He's checked by Caleb Smith. That ball's loose on the doorstep, and ultimately Hawks are able to come up with it, clearing near side. Brady LaRochelle taking pressure from Robichaud. Able to find Smith. Excuse me, that was Wyatt Branish who was pressing the issue there. Jack Lutz going to work. Nice in-out dodge, draws a slide, takes the switch, gets to the middle of the field, and finishes while taking a big hit coming across there from Caden Aragon. A little worse for the wear, but that's one of those hits that feels a lot better or a lot quicker because the ball went in the back of the net. 5-4 now, Hawks, 1:30 to go in the third quarter. Really nice individual effort there from Lutz. Back to the face-off we go. Brandon Wright wins it out the front, finds the point. Righty down to cross. We got a little bit of traffic jam in the middle. Some bumper cars going on. Brody Boone had the opportunity for that step down, elected better of it. Now we have Brady Berg waiting for his teammates to sub on. Robichaud going to work, right-handed at the top of the box. Through X to Cross, sets the pick. Cross uses it, rolls back, gets the switch, draws another double, tries a cross-field pass. It gets deflected, picked up by Hines. Hines looks to spark the clear himself. Again, Branish there on the ride. Hines doesn't want to test him, but ultimately Mad Dog able to get a little bit of friction. Not enough as the ball goes to Cantor. Excuse me, that's Gale going to work as time expires. Takes a big hit at the end, but that's going to send this game to the fourth quarter. Annapolis Hawks went into the third leading 4-1. Mad Dog responded with 3 straight goals, and then Hawks took the lead back 5-4. Welcome back to the 2025 Countdown at Blander Regional Park in Columbia, Maryland. I am Terry Foy, CEO of Inside Lacrosse, here on Varsity Media, as we are 11 minutes away from deciding who is going to take on Hilltop in the 2027 Division Championship. Annapolis Hawks are nearly home, 3/4 of the way. They lead 5-4 over Mad Dog Black, a team that has stacked a bunch of wins so far this season and a star-studded squad. Mad Dog turned around a 4-1 halftime deficit to tie it 4-4 before Hawks took the lead back. And there is Riley Woods once again with his second goal of the half, both coming in transition. That incredibly precise left-handed shot. You can see here, I think this is going to be a really good angle. Coming off of the face-off win, one pass, and Woods finds the far pipe. Just excellent precision on that shot placement. One of the breakout stars of the high school season, played for Culver Military Academy in Culver, Indiana. Woods has continued his excellent climb up the prospective recruiting rankings as the summer has gone along. Hawks with really good pressure at the top of the box. Ultimately, Boone is able to come away with it, and he's going to settle possession here with JT Cross, the Valor Christian rising junior. Cross and Woods both in the conversation for the #1 ranked player in the class of 2027. Lays it off to James Riches. Riches down the righty alley. Through X to Cross. Up the backside to Robichaud. Back up top to Harrison Brown. Brown's shot is deflected. Turned away by Krukiel. Cross will restart. Guarded by Grayson Boone. Goes lefty. Rolls back to raise the field. Tries to skip. Ball too high. This is going to be an over and back. Quick restart opportunity here for Hugh Mack. Nice job there by Riches. A well-known two-way midfielder, known for his energy to get back and prevent the transition opportunity. But Hawks are not content, looking to continue to go. Now it appears they'll lay off and let their midfield get on. Mack using the picket X. He's goes up top to Vizcarrondo. Lefty out of St. Paul's. Vizcarrondo comes near side to Goger. Goger looking to get underneath. Goes back to his right hand. Slide comes, deflected. Ball goes behind. Mack will look to restart. Goger creating a little bit of traffic there. Asa Lada stays faithful on his matchup. Ball moves quickly up top to Vizcarrondo. He looked to have an opportunity from about 12 yards. Thought better of it. Closed out by Alada. Back up top to Lutz. Lutz comes near side. Don't know whether that's going to be a shot or the pass, but he ends up in the crease. Officials are going to work this out and see whether we're going to stay here. So we're going to get a shot clock reset. And the ball will stay with the Hawks. Hugh Mack from St. Christopher's out of Richmond. Up top to Goger. Goger just tried to go underneath down the lefty alley. Looking to get back to his right. Nice swim dodge. Slide comes again. He gets to the middle of the wow, right into the teeth of the defense. And I don't know whether that was Harmon or a defender, but either way, somebody got a piece of the ball. It bounced up in the air, and Harmon was able to gather. Mad Dog clearing with Grant Van Wyck. Carries into the top of the box, finds Woods. Woods squares up on Henry Clark. Woods up top to Brown. Brown over to Robichaud. Wyatt Branish joining as the third. Robichaud down the lefty alley, looking to roll back to his right. Fakes middle. Ball goes to Woods. Woods, unbelievable. The speed of the release of that shot and the accuracy, the placement right underneath the crossbar. Incredible. His third of the half. Watch how fast the ball gets in and out of his stick. One cradle and a Ken Griffey-esque shooting motion. Giving Mad Dog the first lead of the half, 6-5. 6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Semifinal number 2, 2027 division of the countdown. Mad Dog has really controlled the faceoff here in the fourth quarter, but Hawks have an opportunity, and they come away with it. Micah Morozov goes down into the offensive zone, content to pull it out, getting pressured on the edge. Ball goes up top to Vizcarrondo. He's joined by Nick Todd. Vizcarrondo behind to Mack. Todd switches to his right, back to his left. Nice jump shot. That goes high. Harmon with a word for him after the shot. 32 seconds left on the shot clock, 4:55 to go. Vizcarrondo guarded by a short stick. Goes to his right, looking to roll back to his left. Low angle shot, goes far behind the net, but well handled by Brimhall. Brimhall comes righty gets topside, and I believe that shot goes 5-hole past Harmon. And once again, we are tied 6-6, 4:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. Great awareness here by Brimhall, both to gather that missed shot, take advantage of the unsettled defense, get topside on a long stick, and bury that shot against an excellent goaltender Lowe. Back to the faceoff X we go. Really nice job boxing out there. Loose ball scrum into the Mad Dog offensive zone. Hawks with multiple opportunities to pick this up, and ultimately it's Lawrence Silk who gets possession for the team in white. Grayson Boone with the opportunity to carry into the offensive end. Hawks were momentarily offsides, but that was not whistled. Settle with their second midfield line, or a hodgepodge of it at least. 3:10 to go, 45 seconds on the shot clock. Six here in the second semifinal of the countdown. Winner advances to take on Hilltop. Ball's up top to Mack. Mack goes far side to Brimhall. Brimhall back up top to Gutierrez. Gutierrez guarded by Van Wyck. Down the ready alley. A shove from the big short stick defensive midfielder. This time Connor Gale tries to get up top side right, and Brody Harmon, equal to the task, doesn't know where the ball is momentarily, but able to recover it before any pressure comes from the Riding Hawks team. Mad Dog clears with an opportunity to take the lead late. Robichaud down the righty alley. JT Cross carrying left-handed. James Riches guarded by Wilton Taliaferro. Goes lefty, draws some attention, moves back up top to Brown. Near side, backhand. Oh my goodness, what an unbelievable feed. Backhanded by Brody Boone to Riley Woods. Ball hits the crossbar, stays in the offensive zone for Mad Dogs, and they recover Harrison Brown. Once again, James Riches with an opportunity to go to work. 1:20 to go, fresh shot clock, the full 80. So we've got 64 seconds left in the shot clock. Riches goes to his right down the alley, tries to shoot on the run. That one's going to be behind. 1:08 to go. And we get a timeout. This is why you show up, right, folks? Tie ball game, 6-6, 1:06 to play here in the fourth quarter. Winner advances to take on Hilltop in the 2025 Countdown 2027 Division Championship at Belair Park. This is the fourth time we've hosted this event. This is the first time we've done it here. Typically it's been at Johns Hopkins Homewood Field, but that venue is currently being resurfaced and is unavailable. So we're in beautiful Howard County, Maryland, and we have 16 teams in attendance, 8 27s, 8 28s. All games streamed here live on Varsity Media. I'm Terry Foy, CEO of Inside Lacrosse. And we either have 1:06 seconds left to find out who's going to the championship, or we're going to have overtime. With storms in the area, we are going to start the championship game as quickly as possible following this one. We just need to know who's going to be playing in it. JT Cross looks to restart the action, guarded by Grayson Boone. Carter Robichaud. Up top to James Riches, guarded by the long stick, Henry Clark. He goes down the ready alley, takes the pick from Woods, throws back to Boone. Over to Robichaud. Robichaud with the hitch. Back up top to Boone. Cut through by Riches. Boone looking to roll back lefty on the short stick. Two-man game with Woods. Both shorties. Woods gets inside. Incredible chunk there by Micah Morozov to cause the turnover, and then a nearly even better ground ball by Grant Stevenson. Stick checked out of his hands, deemed playing without. Ball stays here with Mad Dogs. I think we're going to get a timeout with 20.2 seconds to go from Hawks. But just this is a game-saving defensive play. You don't hear about him very often, but Riley Woods, who has 3 goals in this half, is within a yard and a second away from releasing what would, based on what we've seen so far this half, been an incredibly hard, accurate shot, and just an excellent, excellent play by Morozov to get him on the hip, knock him off balance into the ground. Ball comes loose. Stevenson momentarily comes up with it, but wasn't able to hold onto his stick. So that got checked away. The ball was still in his stick, as a result, deemed being playing without his stick. Ball stays with Mad Dog during the loose ball, or I'm sorry, during the officials reset. Timeout, Hawks. And now, with the same personnel on the field, Mad Dog one more opportunity to win this game and send themselves to the championship. Shut off, cross behind. He gets the ball, goes topside, gets very high, rolls back to his right, and finishes. Excellent, excellent play. This is one of the things that makes JT Cross such a special player, his ability to understand space on the field. Look how high he got. He was 15 yards above GLE. He knew that by taking that angle, if the slide came adjacent, which it did, then he was going to be able to roll underneath. And because the slide was coming from there, it was going to be a longer slide from the crease. That's exactly what happened. He was able to utilize that space and find the far pipe against Krukeel. So with 10.2 to go, Mad Dog leads 7-6, looking to advance to the championship to take on Hilltop.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age.
Our follower base across social media is 75,000 strong,
And our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity.
Welcome back to Bland-Air Park. We've got 10 seconds to play. Mad Dog up 7-6. And all they need to do is kill this clock, which they are going to do, and send themselves to the championship game to take on Hilltop. That game to follow as quickly as possible as we get this started from Bland-Air Park in Columbia, Maryland. I'm Terry Foy. This is